Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Slay the Spire, where we're going to continue on with our ascensions. We're going to do the Ironclad today. Now, the last couple episodes, I've been a little bit, I feel like I haven't had the right mindset going in, or just the right vibes, let's say. And I think part of it is because it's been, not exactly super stressful, but it's been a bit busy, and I've been sort of very rushed just from day to day life. And I feel like I've carried that same tension into the game, and it's made me a little bit more impatient than I would normally be. Um, espe- Especially, when you have long stretches when things aren't going your way. You need to have a little bit of like mental fortitude, and if your ability to do that has been sapped by, just if uh, you're just tired from having done your other things that you need to do from day to day, it can be it can be a little tough. So I think we're gonna, or at least I'm gonna try to be a little bit. I'm gonna deliberately try and slow things down. I mean, I'll still try and play efficiently, but we're gonna actively try to make this a more relaxing and stress-free experience. We'll just see how it works. It's entirely possible that I'll lose a couple runs, and then this facade is gonna completely crumble. But for a while, we'll just try to make it work. Another thing is, um, like with a game like this, it's always a tension between trying to go for a specific build versus just seeing the cards the game gives you and trying to make a build work out of that. I'm still leaning towards you gotta try for specific builds, because if you just take whatever random garbage the game gives you and try to make that work, it's entirely possible that you'll just, like, 2 hours will go by and then you'll just die to the boss, right? There's a um like there's no concept of smart loot in this game, right? It's not like uh action RPGs these days where the game will only drop things that are relevant for your class. No, the game will constantly be giving you things that are completely useless, not even useless, things that if you pick them up would actually make your build worse. Um, and then will frequently not give you the one or two things that you needed in order to make your build work. So it's always a bit of a challenge. So I think we're gonna take this path, which gives us a lot of question marks, and if we're really lucky, uh, we can. We won't be able to snipe out two elites, but hopefully we can snipe out one elite, depending on what's in these question marks. All right. I think you gotta take an early clash, and you gotta start removing strikes from your deck. Well, because we need to start removing strikes from our deck, and because we picked up this clash, I don't think I've ever taken this curse, because yes, it's more gold, yes, it puts you at a net positive, because you can spend 75 gold to remove the curse, you're still 100 gold ahead, but then you're permanently one card removal behind. That's why I just don't think you should ever take that curse, unless somehow you got Omamori in the beginning. Even Omamori in the beginning, like 175 gold, is that the best you can do with it? Maybe. Maybe. So for Clash, I don't think, well, I think we just need a card removal early on. Card removals are just key right now. Let's keep on going here. More max HP is fine. And unfortunately, we don't have enough to do a second card removal. And we are gonna be able to take out the Elite. So we'll upgrade Clash and Bash. Clash and Bash. Well, let's upgrade... Oh, excuse me. Let's upgrade Bash. And then let's take out this Elite. And then we gotta think about... where do we wanna go? Turnip is fine. Warcry is great for taking skills out of your hand to help you play Clash, and or even like putting cards into your deck that you want. That's another thing it's good for. So I will take Warcry. I feel like Anger, it floods your deck with low damage cards. Anger is fine if you're gaining strength. If you're not gaining strength, then I don't think you really need that. Now we have a lot of damage. We don't have a lot of defense. We do have healing, so I guess that's our like a quasi, you know, substitute for having defense. You can think of it that way. So should we upgrade Warcry, or let's upgrade Clash? Because I think for now we're just gonna use Warcry as a way of mainly just removing defense from our deck. Pennib is actually pretty nice if you can make it work. And our final free hit against these guys is ooh, you know what? Heavy Blade? I haven't done a Heavy Blade run yet, but Thunderclap... I also haven't done a double dropkick run yet. Let's take Thunderclap. And I feel like we're doing okay on card removals. We don't need to necessarily... Okay, let's do a bit of this action. Let's do a bit of this action. Well, here's one thing we can do is we can just kill you in one hit. And we can almost, but not quite kill you. Wait, what do we... What? Oh, we gained 5 block because we played our defense. Right. Okay. Well, here's Heavy Blade again. We picked up Thunderclap. Do we just take Heavy Blade if the game's giving it to us, or do we take Bloodletting? Yeah. You know what? I feel like I haven't really done anything with Bloodletting yet. So we'll do a bit of a Thunderclap action. I don't love this first turn, because on our second turn we can do some better stuff, I think. So I'm just gonna pass. We did, unfortunately... Fuck off, dude. We didn't draw our Clash. Well, here's one thing we can do, is we can do, well, hang on. First, let's see what Warcry draws. It did draw the Clash. So we can get rid of one defend. We can play the other defend. And then we can bash. And unfortunately... we have to just play the Bloodletting in order to be able to play the Clash. There we go. So we'll just double defend and we'll hit you. Pennib is active. Hopefully we can make Pennib work on a clash. We did not get a clash, but we did get a bash. We can keep you vulnerable and hit you another couple of times. We're taking a big hit, but we took you down and we can start healing back. I don't know how often we'll play 3 skills. Demon form, I don't know about that. True grit. But we don't really mind losing strikes, right? Do we take True Grit? Help us a little bit. I don't know if we do. It's not a great card, I don't think. So this is fine, I guess. Let's kill the guy with the most health. So you're gonna gain 4 block. We might be able to kill this guy. Yeah. Let's defend. So pen. Well, let's do a bit of this action. Really, dude? Oh, pen nib was why we did the extra damage earlier. You know what? It's okay. Rupture is an idea. I'm gonna take Iron Wave. It's a way of gaining block. So maybe we'll do like Iron Wave. Should maybe upgrade Bloodletting, or do I just want to... I think maybe I just want to remove... Hang on a second. I think I just want to remove a Defend from my deck. Replace the defense with Iron Waves, maybe? And I'm going to upgrade the Iron Wave. 7 block, 7 damage. And I don't like fighting this guy with a build like this, because well, let's save the Iron Wave for next turn. Bash you up a little bit. I'm gonna just drink the regen potion, because otherwise it's gonna be rough. And I think we can put him into... If we Bloodletting, or if we use up the attack potion. If we use Bloodletting, then we can play... Well, let's just use our attack potion, I think. Searing Blow? Really? No. Let's headbutt the guy. Yeah, let's just headbutt the guy. Well, no, let's do it like let's first do Iron Wave, then headbutt, and then we'll put Iron Wave back on top, I think. Yeah, okay. Clash is good. And 54 damage with Pen Nib is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna tank the rest of this damage. Okay. Defend. what we will do... What are we gonna draw? We're gonna draw Defense, Thunderclap. Okay, I'm gonna put the Clash back on top. And we're just gonna pass the turn, taking a lot of damage in the process, but 41 damage. We're not gonna be able to deal that much damage that quickly. We can gain a bit of block. That's quite a bit of block. That's 12 block. Now, I could just play Distilled Chaos, but let's just eat a little bit of damage. It's not that bad. 4 damage. Do we want to put him into defensive mode right now, or do we want to see if maybe... we can do something better later? Let's see if maybe we can do something better later. Because now he's trying to do 36 damage, which is almost all of our health. I guess we can just put him into defensive mode now, and then next turn... yeah, I guess we'll just do this. So now he's doing 10, so we'll block first. We gotta... well, we don't have to Thunderclap. But, should we just bash and clash? Well, let's bash and clash. Bash and clash. Discard is empty. Taking 16 damage. We can bring our health down to 70. We'll be at 1 health. But I think it does make sense to do this. No, whatever we draw next turn will be fine, right? Because we can do a bit of this action, then we can do I'm gonna have to play my Distilled Chaos. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's okay. Berserk? Or Impervious? Berserk just to make ourselves more, Impervious to gain... the problem with Impervious is that it's very expensive to play, and it messes stuff up with Clash, right? So we gotta just... I think we gotta just take Berserk and we gotta just try and go for it. Now, Orrery is an interesting idea, Empty Cage is an interesting idea, Fusion Hammer, I don't think we can afford that. Too many things need upgrading. I'll just take Astrolabe and I'll upgrade. Sorry, not upgrade, I'll transform. Twin Strike is okay. Burning Pact is okay. Demon Form, I would rather just remove it, honestly. That's actually pretty bad, because it messes things up with Clash, but I guess we can just remove Demon Form out of shop. Um, yeah, you know, that's fine. We can exhaust a strike. That's not a problem. Is there an early shop? There's a very early shop. Um, and in fact, I think we should just go for it. Unfortunately, we're having to do bloodletting and not really getting value out of it. So let's do a bit of this action. Taking damage already. I'm just gonna exhaust the Berserk. Demon form is not that great. I'll just Iron Wave this guy. Bit of protection for next turn. At this point, we will Warcry first. Strike is fine. Now I'm gonna exhaust the bloodletting. I fucked this up. Oh my god! I'm redoing the entire battle. I'm redoing the entire battle. So gotta do bloodletting just to hit the guy in front a lot. Turn 2, Thunderclap. Exhaust the Berserk. Iron Wave. Turn 3. First, just do bloodletting. Then exhaust a strike. Then Warcry. Get rid of demon form. Okay. Pen Nib is active as well. Now you... I guess you Thunderclap first. Then you bash. And then he's just dead, I think. Okay, jeez. Clothesline is an interesting... Clothesline is a way to... If an enemy is really scary, you just... you can hit him. I guess I will take Clothesline. It doesn't hurt Clash, and it's decent otherwise. So I think... Do we just bring in another Clash? It's relatively inexpensive. What we could also do is we could Dolly's Mirror. What would we want to... We don't have Offering, so I don't think... I'm just gonna get... We could hold on to it. Maybe we'll get that event where you can give up this card, but I think it's just a... It just needs to go, I think. So what would we want to... Dolly's Mirror. I don't think you Dolly's Mirror right now. Burning Pact is decent. In fact, maybe we even stop removing strikes and just use them as a Burning Pact fodder. Maybe that's a thing that we do. And then maybe we just buy another Clash. And then now we do need Pommel Strike just to draw our stuff more reliably. Unassuming Cathedral, you just give me some gold. Thunderclap? Bash, alright. This is fine. Yeah, put the Berserk away. Maybe we even get rid of Berserk, you know? So Pommel Strike will draw Berserk. So we just need to play the Clash right now. Unfortunate. So let's see if we can maybe kill this guy. We are dying if we let him do anything. But he's dead. Jeez, that was pretty scary. Flex. True crit. Nah, I don't think we take any of those. We'll upgrade before we fight the next elite. Let's see. Another Iron Wave wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna take another Iron Wave. It's a way of gaining defense that doesn't hurt Clash, and Berserk, upgrading Berserk, I think might be the play. Yeah, I think upgrading Berserk is the play, because I want to keep this card. I don't want to remove a second card. All right. So this is interesting. Do I just Burning Pact the Twin Strike? We do have Pen Nib, but it doesn't matter whether we do a Clash or a Burning Strike. It kind of just doesn't matter. I'll Burning Pact. Twin Strike. Then I will do Berserk and Bloodletting, so that I can do a bit of this action. We're still getting hit, unfortunately. And now our draw has been messed up pretty severely. Let's do this, do this. We might just die to this guy. I should have Thunder. I mean, I don't think there was any way of even with a double. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those runs where you just lose. You just lose. There's nothing. It's not that you did something wrong. You just lose, right? You just lose. Now, if I get a really... No, that's not good enough. I was gonna say if I get a really nice relic, then I'll think about staying with that run, but that's not worth it. Another try. Enemies have 1 HP. That's just an automatic pick. There's no way to snipe out an elite. So I'll see what cards I get. I don't want to do another Searing Blow build. We could do the double drop kick. That's an option. Thunderclap. I mean, multiple Thunderclaps are actually pretty good for that build in particular. Feed has shown up. Offering has shown up. I think you gotta buy the Offering though, even at the cost of not being able to remove a card early. I'll lose the Strength Potion for a Relic. And you know what? That's actually pretty decent. Pretty decent. This is our last free combat. Pommel Strike is pretty good. So we'll upgrade the Offering. And it's you. It's you. Pretty terrible first turn. Okay. Thunderclap. And then bash, strike, strike, or strike, strike, strike. Bash, strike, strike keeps him vulnerable for the future. So I think that's the better way to do it. And now he's just dead. So that wasn't bad. Incense Burner is decent. You know what? Maybe we go Rampage, right? Maybe we go Rampage. I'm splitting my damage very unoptimally. Rampage is a form of scaling damage, so it's... a Thunderclap. Then if I Rampage on you... then if I do this, you're dead. Taking little bits of damage, which is not great, but well, I think we'll be fine. Do we want to go to a shop, or do we want to do question marks? I think we want to upgrade more things. We want to upgrade Rampage and Pommel Strike. So there is a path that allows us to get multiple upgrades. And that is the path that we will go. Alright. We are now heavily incentivized to just be very reckless in our opening turns. Can we kill this guy? Well, let's bash him and see what happens. Ooh, almost enough. I guess we will have to do this. Perfected Strike? I don't think so. We could... Exhume Offering. Honestly, not a bad call. I am gonna take it. Double Thunderclap seems... Oh my god. Okay, we need to kill... We are... Do we have... We have Intangible, okay. So this is the guy that gains strength. We've been weakened. That sucks. Let's just kill this guy. Make sure you're dead. Alright, dude. Kill you. I guess we have to do this. That combat is one of the most... probably the most annoying one to have. Cleave would have been nice to have before we went into that fight. And do we want to pick up... I guess we do pick up Flex. Want to leave our options open for what we want. Alright, another elite. A little bit scary. A little bit scary. Does buffer... I didn't want it to... But I guess a big first turn isn't the worst idea. Now their debuff resistance is worn off. I really want to just kill the guy that's gonna put trash into my deck. So I'll take a bit of damage. And what I can do is I can exhume the offering and maybe just kill these jokers. Alright, dude. Let's now target the guy that's doing the... we're not going to be able to... Oh no, we are going to be able to, because, there we go. Perfect. So we'll do a bit of this action. That's 4 plus 22 is not going to be enough. So we'll just do a bit of this action and incense burner triggering at the wrong time. Bottled lightning. Is there a skill that we would like to have? Oh, it's got to be offering. 100% it has to be offering. And now we need to double upgrade. So we'll skip this shop, even though we do also need card removals. And again, it's this guy. I don't like fighting this guy because we're gonna have to attack him a whole bunch. We've got to improve Rampage. And unfortunately... Well, we can look at it this way. If we can end battles early, then even though buffer is being used up on well, this sucks. This sucks tremendously. Actually, no, we can just strike him 3 times. Even though buffer is being used up, if we can just kill the enemy, then we do still get the free healing. There's the dropkick. The double dropkick dream is alive. I kinda... could make Exhume free. I think we need to make Pommel Strike draw more, and if we can get past this boss... Buffer is pretty useless against this dude. So, how many... What the fuck kind of draw is this, dude? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To exhume. Well, let's get a couple of our attacks out of our system. And then when we have now, I guess let's do Exhume Offering again. Now we can start powering up our dropkick. Now we could bash him to leave him vulnerable. We could, I think we should do Rampage to power up Rampage. We should just use this up and yeah, let's... You know what? Seeing red is kind of perfect. Because now we can bash you. Keep you vulnerable for days. We can pommel strike. And we can rampage. I'm even gonna take the dex potion, right? Just cause. Alright. Now I actually don't even mind defending a little bit. Defend, and then keep him vulnerable. No damage that turn. If we're just taking damage for no reason on this turn, then let's do as much damage to him as we can. The way to do it would be, we got a dropkick, flex. Rampage is up to pretty decent damage. I think we just got a Rampage bash. Down to 16 health. Well, this sucks tremendously. Yeah, see, Buffer is useless against this guy because he does multi-attacks. So if we had Buffer... Like, I think he occasionally does big individual hits as well, but mostly it's just this nonsense. Let's keep him vulnerable. He did take some damage. And I'm actually not gonna hit him. I'm gonna try and do some extra damage to him. Destroy. Yeah, sadly, I'm not gonna be able to punch through his armor. But I can keep him vulnerable. I was hoping I would draw Rampage on this turn. I drew Rampage. I think he's dead. So if I do defend, Rampage, and then whatever we do is gonna kill him. Okay. Scary fight, but we got through it. Are any of these useful? Reaper. It does exhaust. It is a bit of healing. A bit of extra healing. I don't think we take it. I think we skip it. This is garbage. These are garbage options. But I feel better about not taking Reaper because we can just upgrade the Burning Blood, which is now Black Blood. Alright. But now we do just need to go to shops quite a lot. Alright. I love that we can just exhume and do a double turn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is fine. Rampage is also fine. Oh yeah, and if we do... Now that we have Black Blood, we can just do a double Exhume. What? Hang on. Did I exhume the wrong thing? Did I exhume the... Hang on, what did I do? Did I Sorry. I wanted to do... Wait a second. What did I do? I feel like I messed something up. So I do Offering, alright. Then I do Thunderclap. I do Dropkick. I do Pommel Strike. I do Rampage. I exhume the Offering. Oh, okay. It's because I haven't upgraded Exhume yet. I didn't have as much energy as I thought. Well, this kind of sucks. That we don't have the turn 1 kill. Wait, is my hand full? I guess my hand is full because we have a bunch of garbage in our deck. So I'll just block a little bit of damage. Yeah, we really need a better deck control. And now you're dead. Flex Potion is actually very decent. Warcry is another Pommel Strike is an idea. Another Offering would be great. Like, we have cards that do damage. I think we just take Warcry for now. You just gain the gold, or let's see what we get. I think this is one of the good ones. Yep, this is one of the really good ones. One of the really good ones. In fact, in just a couple question mark rooms, it'll give us more gold than we would have gotten with the other option, and without losing HP. Another Warcry is an option. We can gain curses. I think I might just buy Omamori. We do have to start removing trash though. And I think I'll just remove I mean, I'll remove defense because we might get the vampire. But no, we don't have Blood Vial. And even if we did have Blood Vial, would I go for that option? Do I remove strikes? Actually, let's just remove defense, man. We're not on a defensive build. I will buy Omamori just because I don't think gold is going to be that much of a worry for us. And in this one, we just remove another card. If we see Dropkick, we buy Dropkick. We don't see Dropkick, so we don't buy Dropkick. And now that there's less trash in our deck, I feel a little bit better. I will go this other path, because we would like to get question marks now. Did not draw Exhume, but we do have a little bit more draw, right? We can do a bit of this action. We can do this. We can do this. There's the Exhume. But we gotta clear some space first. So, draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're not gonna have space to play everything, which kind of sucks. Draw a card is fine. And we're probably not drawing anymore, so I'll just put this. We can keep him vulnerable, or let's just do it like this. Best of both worlds. Because now we can flex, dropkick, and this will kill you. Yeah, we still need lots of card removal. Explosive potion is fine. It's too late for any of this. Okay. Now, what would we like to upgrade? Upgrading Exhume would be huge. Upgrading Warcry. Upgrading. Let's just get Exhume. Getting money. Okay, we're gonna be able to do the full service. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We gotta go full service. We're removing a card, right? Yeah, okay, he upgrades a random card. And there's a good chance it'll be a useful card that's... Ooh, excuse me, that's upgraded. Except it's not. Well, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Snecko, my arch nemesis. Now we have a slightly leaner deck. We did draw Exhume. We didn't draw either of our Thunderclaps or Dropkick. I guess we put Pommel Strike on top? Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, it is worth exhuming. Just doing the offering. Okay. One. Is there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Is there a way where you can just where it tells you how many cards are in your hand right now? I don't know if I see it. So let me draw the dropkick. Do a bit of this action. If we'd taken our flex potion, we can easily kill him. Oh, we can just kill him like this. And we healed more than we got. So... Headbutt is an idea. So, is there something we can do with Headbutt? So with Headbutt... Headbutt, Dropkick is costing us energy over time. But it does allow us to draw more... I don't think we take Headbutt. Nor do we take Ghostly Armor. Yeah, gonna have to skip that. And we'll go the leftmost path. A bit of gold out of you. The boot is gonna be mostly just useless. Now, what did we want to upgrade? Warcry or Flex? Let's just upgrade Flex first. Because if we're playing long turns, then the more value we get out of Flex, the better. What relic is this? Duvu Doll. You know what? I'm gonna take a do-over on that. Yep. Because I really need a card removal. We're losing health. That kind of sucks. But we do get to remove a card here. Bloodletting? Do we just take Bloodletting? Nah, then we'd have to play it over and over again. Oh, motherfucker, we could have robbed him to take the relic. We had Omamori. Dude, you know what? Madness is great. Because if we're playing long turns, making any of our cards free is even better than card removal. And even though it's painful, we'll go like that. And I think making Madness free, I think upgrading Warcry is better. And I guess we'll just make Madness free as our final trick. Oh, excuse me. We'll make Madness free as our final trick. And now we're fighting the champ. We are gonna be able to do some Exhume shenanigans. Madness. I'm just gonna take a gamble. The upgraded strike becomes free. You know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally okay. I'm gonna put Bash on top. Now we will Exhume. I'm even gonna take the Flex Potion. Big first turn, right? Go big or go home. Oh, I can Exhume the Madness. That's an idea, but I think it's better to just Exhume Offering. That way we can double flex. Pommel Strike. Again, how many cards are in my hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be able to draw both of them. Zero cost strike is okay with me. Make Rampage a little bit stronger. And then Big Bash, or I think 2 Thunderclaps are better than a Bash. Or a Bash and a Thunderclap for just maximum vulnerability. This guy does eventually clear his own debuffs, so I think he might be intending to clear his debuffs next turn. We'll see. No, he's not. He's doing something else. Okay. Well, let's rampage. Let's keep him vulnerable. He's giving himself strength, and he is not quite killing us, but it's pretty bad. He cleared his debuffs. That really sucked. Alright. Oof. Yikes, dude, that is harsh. Our free strike is good. The rampage is very good. Did you hit him twice? I think we should keep him vulnerable. He's gained strength. He is still vulnerable. I think he's dead. Let's do this first. He's dead. Okay. Oh boy. Another offering. I think it's got to be the go all in on offering. Runic. Now here's an idea. Runic pyramid. Hang on, would we take Runic Pyramid? We didn't get anything that gives us energy, but I think we'll probably never get a chance to use Omamori, so I'm just gonna take Calling Bell. Okay, good. For a second there I thought it was added to our deck. Regardless, man, these relics suck, dude. I think it's better. It's still better than the other stuff. Got it, dude. Oh, I gotta pick them up. So we still want to hit lots of question marks. That way we not only get gold, but we'll get a chance to use Omamori potentially. And then we'll make our way towards the other shop. Okay, we'll do it like that. We can do some offering shenanigans. We can do some more offering shenanigans. Right on page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. We will be able to do this. I don't know. Just put the upgraded strike there. That's fine. Let's use the madness. We made a strike free. That's fine. Use the madness, use the offering. Ah, this is a pretty unfortunate turn. I think we can kill them this turn though, maybe even without using Another offering. Let's see. Let's see if this is doable. So 4 damage. So we need to do 13 damage to that guy, which we can do like this. Okay. And then can we do 22 damage to this guy? Well, let's see. If we do this. And then if I do 15, that's exactly enough to kill. And that's exactly enough to kill. So we didn't have to use Exhume. Like you don't have to use it, you know? It's an option. Do we want to take a second pommel strike? It's an idea, it's more draw. I don't think we take it though. Who's our boss? It's Awaken 1. I don't think we take it. We don't have the energy economy that it would take. This fucking sucks. Let's just use... Madness has made Dropkick free. Okay. Let's use the other offering. Annoying that it's come to this. I've got to use fucking Thunderclap. Take a bit of damage. Alright. Do this. Dropkick you. Fuck. Thunderclap you. Warcry you. Just... the least amount of hits possible we want to do on the guy in the back. So I'll hit you once. I'll hit you twice, and that's frustrating amount of damage, but what are you gonna do? Rupture? Nah, we would only gain like 2 strength from that. This guy fucking sucks. Let's immediately do an offering. What is this draw, dude? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can do this. Okay, this is slightly better. But only slightly. Alright, I'm gonna put... this on top. Flex me, dude. Bash him. Dropkick. What is this draw, my dude? What are you doing? What are you doing? Jesus, man. Alright. What did you made a strike free. Alright, well, you know what, let's do this. One, two, three, four, 6. We need to hit you a little bit. Let's keep you vulnerable and let's exhume the offering. Just play it. Hit you with a strike. Hit you with a this. Now, can we get you down to where you have 10 health? Motherfucker, dude. This really sucks. I think I'm just gonna tank this damage. Because there's some really nasty stuff that he can do if you let him. I'm getting rid of the Thorns potion, or the Swift potion. We gotta skip that. A second dropkick is just sorely needed. We're probably just gonna hit both shops. Alright. Reaper is actually looking tempting. I'm gonna see, is there... I wanna see what the last 3 options are. On, okay. So do we take Reaper as extra healing? Maybe we even take Reaper. I'm gonna... Listen, I'm gonna take Reaper and we're gonna just go with that. Alright, now we gotta go here. So we took an extra card, but we're gonna... A second Exhume? Listen, man, I think maybe we just gotta do it. X costs, we don't have any. Maybe let's go all in on Exhume Offering, right? Let's just get extremely silly. I think better than Essence of Steel would be Liquid Memories. But we also gotta just remove cards. I think we just remove this. We've gotten very unlucky with card removals. There's one more shop coming up with no question marks ahead of it. But we have some fights coming up as well. This is very tempting. It'll help us maybe put an extra dropkick in. But how many fights are left? Is it worth it? Well, no, there are actually a couple of question marks as well. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna maybe save it for relics that are useful. Oh, okay, this is kind of bad. I mean, every fight feels kind of bad because of how precarious our position is. We should just use Madness. No. Can we deal 200 damage in one go? Reaper also costs 2, by the way, so... Reaper... Now, what do we want to put on top of our draw that we're definitely going to play? Because it might not be Reaper, right? Let's put our... Thunderclap, maybe? So now we Exhume. It's got to be Offering. And in our draw, we have our other Offering. Wait, hang on. Did I not... Did I not buy a second Exhume? Oh, shit. Did I not buy it? Did I somehow fuck this up? I think I might have fucked this up somehow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will be able to draw everything. I mean, I think we can kill this guy. And then we'll definitely be able to kill him in 2. Okay, so we did get a bit of healing. I think I might have messed this up somehow. We don't want a second Thunderclap. A second wind is useless. I think I just never bought the Exhume. I thought, oh my god, that's such a bad misplay, dude. That's such a bad misplay. So we have... one chance at glory. This is good. Well, Thunderclap is fine, I guess. Let's focus down the guy in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is gonna be a little bit too much. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gotta do this. Now we get more. There's Madness. Has made a strike free. Okay, Rampage is whatever. Warcry. Well, let's... What would we like to draw? I guess Thunderclap is fine. I mean, I think they're just dead. And we're fully healed. Blood Potion is better than an Explosive Potion. Whirlwind Clash? So, everything in our hand that isn't an attack would just get instantly played, so we do take Clash. We do take Clash. Right, so Red Skull, Bag of Prep is kind of huge. Hopefully, we don't have to do too much with Red Skull. Pummel... Do we take that? I don't think so. This is gonna be our last chance. Card. So this is like thinking ahead is basically like getting a Warcry, but it's a single-use Warcry. I mean, I guess Warcry is itself is single-use. But anyway, we do have to remove a card. Basic strike has to be the play. Let's look at our potions. Should we just get Lee's Waffle? Snecko Oil, I feel like would be horrible. Weak could be helpful. Distilled Chaos, a Blood Potion. I feel like I just never... I saw the Exhume in the shop and I just never bought it. I'm gonna save my money just in case there's... Like one of the other question marks is also a shop. It's possible. Okay. You know what, let's just use up the madness. Has made Thunderclap free, which is actually very decent. So dropkick on you. Let's do offering. Let's do pommel strike on you. And we will shortly be able to use Clash. And no need to even use offering when we can just do this. Snecko Oil is garbage. Another flex? I will take another flex, you know? It doesn't hurt us. It's good. Fuck off, dude. Made Thunderclap free again. Okay, we do need to do offering. Let's hit this guy. Now let's see if maybe with everything we have now, we can somehow do enough damage to him. See what we draw. We drew garbage. So we'll save Clash for later. I'm gonna make some space. Thunderclap. Exhume. It's got to be the offering. Double flex is brilliant. I'm just gonna use offering right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have to use one card. Now let's use the offering. Alright. Thunderclap is free. Optic is free. And Rampage kills. And we've healed to full. Should we take Shrug It Off? Nah. It ruins Clash. That was one of our question marks as well. Wasted. We did get another shop. You know what? 0 cost and we just gain lots of block. I'm okay with that. We've got to remove a... Ink bottle. I really wish I had more money. So we have enough for ink bottle and 1 card removal. Or do we go rage for the security? Let's go rage. Let's do ink bottle rage. And then pommel strike? This is getting to be an uncomfortably large deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna be 20-card deck. 21-card deck if we buy both of these. Some of the cards will exhaust, so that's kind of good. Or do I just... Do I just do ink bottle? Well... We can do... We can get a pretty big heal with Reaper, right? If we use it at the right time. We've got some potions that we can use. You know what? Rage makes the most sense. How about this? We don't worry about ink bottle. We have other ways of drawing. We do card removal, pommel strike, rage. I think that's the best of all worlds. Card removal, rage, and we even buy the pommel strike. Do we even buy another flex? I feel like we've got enough flexes in our rotation. Yeah, that's fine. I should have maybe looked a bit more carefully at the... This fucking sucks, dude. Pommel strike is free. This fucking Joker deals how much damage? 4 damage back. Okay. See what we draw. Rage actually makes things a little bit interesting. Because now we're gaining block. Let's do Warcry first. I guess we'll just draw Offering right back. Wait, they weren't vulnerable. Oh, that's so stupid. Well, I'm redoing that. I completely misplayed that. Okay, so do this. Use the madness. It makes the pommel strike free. Rampage, Pommel Strike just killed this guy. Play the Offering. Play the Rage. Play the Warcry. Put the Bash on top, I guess. And I guess we just play the other Offering right away. I guess I'll play the Reaper. That's full health. And we got through without using any of our stuff. Do we just take another upgraded Pommel Strike? You know what? Sure. And for our last trick, honestly, upgrading Rage seems not that bad. So I'll just do that. If we'd gotten a second dropkick, it would have been so epic. I think we just got to do some Offering action. Really? We didn't get dropkick? I guess we didn't get Rage. Okay. Well, there's dropkick. There's Rage right at the end. I'll see what we draw with this. Clash is good, but we cannot use it yet. I'll see what we draw. Alright, so now we just gotta, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit suboptimal. I'll exhume the Offering just because it makes a little bit more space. Make something free. It made Thunderclap free. Alright, that's pretty decent. Here's one thing we could do is we could actually save an Offering for a future turn. We could just do enough damage. Here's what we can do. We can do Warcry, get rid of Offering for now. Now we can do Clash. Now we can do Rampage. Now we'll draw Offering again if we play it. And I do not want to play it. So I think we just let this turn go. We're intangible this turn. That's hilarious. That is so funny. I should have played Rage. We're only taking 2 damage. Maybe that 2 damage is gonna be the difference. I don't think so. Alright. Thunderclap. Actually, now we gotta be a little bit, we gotta take this a little bit seriously. Now for the next one, we do have our offering. That's pretty good. We're taking a lot of damage, but we'll be doing a lot of damage as well. Let's do a bit of this action. We can use Reaper at a point in the future of our choosing. Let's first do a bit of this action. Our free Thunderclap and our Rage were not drawn. We'll save our Reaper, because we can just tank this hit. We have a Blood Potion as well. I think we should be fine. We'll keep him vulnerable for the next turn, and we'll hit him with the upgraded strike. Oof. And we're still surviving. And he's having a bit of a rough time. In fact, we're going to be able to tank all of his damage, and in fact, is just dead. Okay. Okay. Right, that was a... That was a pretty, that was a fun run. It's by far my longest, or one of my longest successful Ironclad runs. Because usually with the Ironclad, you don't have to think carefully about like the order in which you're doing things. But for this one, well, we had one failed run and then we immediately abandoned this one. And then we went for an Exhume build. It was a, like, it worked really well. I think I might have just had a, like, brain lapse, because I'm pretty sure we saw another Exhume in a shop, and I just never picked it up. I don't know what was going through my mind. But yeah, that was, despite that misplay, I think, this, you know, very, very solid run. The only downside was we didn't quite get the amount of card removals that I would have liked. Would have liked removing a couple strikes. By the very end of it, I wouldn't even have minded removing Reaper, because, you know, it was just taking up space. I guess you can play it, get a bit of health back, but you're spending so much energy to do it that it truly is like a desperation move, and you'd be better off just having better deck cycling. Like maybe if Reaper isn't in your deck, you can get dropkick back quicker. Oh yeah, we also never found a second dropkick, right? That was the other problem. But despite having only one dropkick, the two thunderclaps I thought helped us out quite a bit. Like we did still get a lot of value out of it. The Rage I thought was a pretty decent pickup. Or like we bought it. We paid money for it, and you know, it's pretty good, especially the upgraded Rage, where the more you excuse me, the more attacks you play, the more block you get, which synergizes fantastically well with zero costs like Clash, or cards that refund their own energy, like Dropkick, if the enemy is vulnerable. We also had 2 flexes, which again is great for any build that involves playing long turns where you're doing lots of little attacks, lots of free attacks, area of effect attacks as well with Thunderclap. The Madness, we weren't able to target Madness on specific cards because our deck was just too big, but it's still, I mean, whatever it may, even in the worst case scenario, which happened a couple times, if it makes a basic strike free, that's still extra damage that you're doing. Extra damage, which is affected by vulnerability. By the way, Paper Frog, I thought, helped us out quite a bit. Enemies were taking a lot of extra damage from being vulnerable, and flexes would apply. So even basic strikes can get pretty gnarly over the course of a really long turn with lots of exhuming. Yeah, I wish we'd picked up the second exhume. The fight could have been a lot more fun, because then you can save and exhume for the second stage of the fight as well, right? But we saved an offering for the second stage, which is almost as good. But what we could have done was we could have saved one offering and one exhume for the second stage. So bit of a missed opportunity, but we won. So what are we really even complaining about? So I'm gonna say, at this point, I think we're gonna call it. I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. Hope you'll join me for the next one, where we're gonna go back to the Defect. And until then, take care.